Welcome to day 320. I'm going to put my coffee down of our BU 365 day challenge to do one thing every day that improves us in some way. This month, the month of November, we are doing No Nonsense November again, where every day I'm sharing one of the biggest life lessons I've learned in my 6+ decades here on the planet. Because they're the things that I definitely learned the hard way by making mistakes and then figuring out what did and didn't work for me. And each and every one of us have to do this. But if we can learn from other people and skip some of the hard mistakes that other people have made, it shortcuts the process and makes our life a lot more fun and a lot easier. So today we're talking about the fact that, and I'm going to call it a fact because I absolutely believe it now. Didn't always believe it, but I do now. Everything is rigged in your favor. The universe, the world, everything is rigged in your favor, meaning it's all here to show you or teach you something that you need to know to get you through this journey on life. You might say, okay, well, what about that time I got in a car accident? How is that rigged in my favor? Well, we don't always know all of the ways that our life changed or was improved or benefited or something that it kept us from when we've had things that we consider bad happen in our lives. I had a lot of things that people would consider bad and terrible and traumatic that have happened in my life. Yet as I look back on them, and I think that's the key, as we look back, when we're going through it, it's drama and trauma. When we look back on it, and if we pull the lessons out of those experiences, it's, all right, well, this is what happened as a result of it. Maybe it was a complete turn in the direction of your life. I had an absolute positive 180-degree turn or 360-degree turn in my life due to a sudden cardiac arrest that I had in 2010. My life has taken a totally different turn than it would have had I not had that death experience. So today, I want to share just 8 different ways that we can help to rig life in our favor, right? Make sure that we're successful, make sure that we get and create what we want. I just got this list, and I agree with everything on this list and much, much more, of course, because I found that if we continue to learn the lessons that we need in life, our life becomes filled with wonder and joy and fun and experiences that we're delighted to have. So number 1, identify your goals and be specific. What do you want in life? And we talked about, how many times have we talked about this? Where are you right now? What do you want? There's that gap. How do we fill that gap? The SOAP framework. So know what you want. You have to know what you want if you ever want to get there. If you're going on a trip and you have no idea where you're going, anywhere you go will be fine. Will it be awesome? Probably not, but it'll be okay. It'll be fine. But if you know you want to go to Hawaii, you're going to make plans to go to Hawaii so that you experience that. Number 2, learn from what hasn't worked in your life. Lessons learned, right? And double down on the things that have. Hey, when you do something and it works out for you and it makes you feel good and alive and excited and positive and happy and motivated, double down and do more and more and more and more of that. So often, I can't believe how many people, me included, are guilty of this. We'll do something, we'll have a great success or a great experience, and then we never ever do that thing again. How silly is that, right? If we know something that works for us and makes us feel successful or joyful or any of the other positive emotions we want to feel, why wouldn't we do it more often? Crazy, right? Number 3, create a plan. Got to have some kind of a plan. Chances are your plan's not going to be, or things in your life and your experiences aren't going to go according to plan. But if you have a plan, you're at least setting yourself off and starting in the direction you want to go. If you have no plan, guess what? It's just like not having a destination in mind. Whatever life throws your way, you're left to respond and react to. And that doesn't always feel like life's rigged in our favor, right? When we're just responding and reacting to things that happen outside of us. Number 4, set up a way to measure and know progress, whether you're making progress or not. How do you know you're moving toward what you want? I say the simplest, easiest way to do that is just check in with how you feel. If you feel positive, light, good about something, you're making progress toward what you want your life to be. If you feel negative or icky or scared or doubtful or fearful or any of the negative emotions or bad about something, guess what? It's not the right direction for you. Might be for somebody else. Somebody else might do the exact same thing. You know, there's all kinds of strategies and plans and techniques for doing whatever it is that we want. And some will feel yucky and terrible and bad for you. Some businesses, some jobs, some people that you're around make you feel, ugh, and so they're not for you. But they might have millions of people that love and adore them. They're just not for you. And we only need to hang out to rig our life in our favor with people that make us feel good and are right for us. What are we on? Number 5, find a confidant. Find someone or something that you can maybe, for the longest time, I just journaled and diaried on things because I didn't want to share with anyone what I was thinking, what I was feeling, what I was experiencing. But when I did open up to, and when I do open up to people about things I'm struggling with, I number 1, resolve them a lot faster. Number 2, feel a lot better. Number 3, realize that things are never as bad as I'm making up in my mind, and that there's always a solution, etc. Number 6, be patient and persistent. Be patient with yourself. Oh, this world is so crazy in terms of it giving us this sense that we should have everything instantly, that we should have instant gratification, that we should have everything we want already. Put it on a credit card, get what you want already, and then worry about it later. Not the best philosophy. So be patient and persistent. Trust that you will achieve what it is that you want in life. Number 7. Number 6. I skipped number 6. Make it easier on yourself. Keep it simple. The older I get, the more value I've found in breaking things down to the bare essentials and doing those things. Everything else is time, money, other resource wasters generally, and unnecessary fluff. So how can I keep things simple? What would be a simple, faster, easier, more efficient, and effective way of getting the result we want, or that I want? I ask myself that all the time. So make things easy on yourself. Create habits and rituals and routines. That's what this challenge is all about, that make what you want, achieving what you want, automatic. And now, number 8. Here we go. Celebrate your victories. Celebrate the wins along the way. Celebrate the little wins along the way. Don't wait, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about if you've done this. If you've ever had a big goal and you had to do all kinds of things to achieve that goal, and you got that goal, but you didn't celebrate any of the little steps that you achieved and little wins that you had along the way, when you get that goal, you have this huge letdown. You might feel good for a little bit of time, but it's a really short period of time compared to all of the time and all the activities and all the things that led up to you achieving that goal. But if you celebrate the little wins along the way, it reminds you and me that it's about the journey of becoming and achieving the thing we want to achieve, or becoming the person we want to become. Say you want to become an author. You want to write a book. If you've ever written a book, it's a big project, depending on the type of book that you're writing. But for most of us, it's a big project. But if you celebrate every time you write a chapter, or every time you write a great story or a great page, and how you celebrate is up to you. It's different for each of us. Maybe you have a cup of coffee. Maybe you take a little break. Maybe you get to go for a walk in nature. Maybe you buy a new shirt. Maybe you go out to dinner, whatever it is for you. But when you actually write the book and you have it in your hands, that's a great feeling. Don't get me wrong. But it doesn't add up to the journey and the little wins you've had along the way. If you've celebrated them and experienced each of them, it's all cumulative, I guess I'm trying to say. All right, so one other thing that I found that I thought was kind of interesting, what are the 5 keys to making sure that life is rigged in your favor? And this is not my list, but I guess I would agree with this list. And again, I would probably add a couple things. Confidence, perseverance, organization, getting along, resilience. All of those things, I think, are key to knowing that life and the universe is rigged in our favor. Everything that happens, the good, the bad, and the ugly, it is all for our benefit, whether it feels like it in the moment or not. And again, all you have to do is reflect on past events and look at where you are now based on those past events. You missed your airplane. Pretty bad deal. The airplane, you find out, later that the airplane crashed or had engine trouble and had a 4-hour delay or something. But I guess if it had a 4-hour delay, you wouldn't have missed the airplane. All right, not the best example. So today, what's our action item? Our action item is to share one way that you know or that you experienced today of life being rigged in your favor. That's it. Have an awesome day. I'll be with you tomorrow.